Hey everyone, welcome back to Codes of Ayaan channel. So in this video we are going to learn about let, var and const and why do we use that and what is the use of these let, var and const, these variables nothing but. So these are the things we are going to discuss in this video in detail, and if you haven't watched my previous video about data types and all, I'll provide the link in description. Please go and watch it, then you will get an idea about why we use these let, var and const and what are the data types and all you will learn in JS. Okay, so if you haven't subscribed my channel, please do subscribe, follow for more videos on React Native, and without wasting time, let's start the video. So let me shortly revise the things what we have discussed in a previous video. So in to easy to understand, so we told that we use this let, const and var as a jars. Okay, and we told that what are the item we put in this jar, we will consider as that there are different types of items are there. So to make it easy, so string we have discussed, number, begin, boolean, undefined, symbol, object we have discussed, right? Perfect. So there is a one more thing we are going to discuss in short way. After that we'll directly jump into this let, the const and var. Okay, these variables nothing but. Okay, I have explained in detail in this way using the symbols, everything. Okay, too easy to understand, nothing but. So there is a one more thing called in your coding language, and somehow you heard about this word, mostly array. Okay, let me write the description way like line. After that I'll explain what exactly means. Storing the okay, let me do one thing. Let me get the description here so that I'll explain it. What is array? Or else wait, this was bit much more complicated. Make it more easy, I'll write it here only. Storing the similar data types. Now you can ask me like, Ayaan, what exactly this means? This line is suggesting, like telling us. So array, this is a basically this is a one type of way. What exactly this will do? Can we consider like, we'll do one thing. There is a special type of box. Okay, okay, let me make it much more easy. Let's say there is a one mechanic is there. Okay, okay, we'll do one thing much more easy. Even if someone doesn't know mechanic tools and all, also it's fine. So we'll make it as a geometry box. Okay, we all in our childhood and we all have used geometry box, right? In this, what type of in geometry box, what type of elements will be there here? Can I say, let me make it small, pencil, scale, compass, protractor, maybe protractor, what else, maybe eraser, yeah, eraser will be there, sharpener. Okay, as such. Now you can ask me like, why are we discussing about geometry box? Can I say in this way, geometry box is nothing but can we consider like an array, like a box? Okay, we can consider. Okay, in the similar way we'll also write like array. Okay, then what we are going to store here in this array? Okay, you said like in geometry box we store pencil, sharpener, eraser, वगैरह वगैरह everything. Then what we store in array? Can I say we store these many things? Let me variate this. Hold on, it's going to much more back. Yeah, can we store these many items here? String, number, begin, boolean, undefined, null, symbol, object. Can we say that? Yes, we can. So let's do it in a practical way. Like, let me show it. Like so here in this array box, I am going to store my name string. Basically, we all know string, we have discussed. Start with single quote or double quote. I can store boolean value, nothing but true or false. I can store number 22. I can store what else? An object also I can store. In fact, let me say name Ayaan, age 25. I can store an object also, nothing but. Okay. What else I have missed? This can, in fact, I can store null, undefined. I can store. I hope you understood, right? Nothing but array is in this kind of element where we can store the multiple items, similar kind of data types. Nothing but storing the similar data types. Nothing but where we can store. Let's do in a practical way. Const array. So array is a reserved word, so we cannot use that word. So this is how the syntax looks. Square brackets. Okay. Nothing but let me write it here also. Make it Excel. Items. This nothing but square brackets. What are the things you need to pass here? You can. Now, when we need to use this array, how do we know that okay we need to use this array basically? And one more thing to keep in mind, that if you're going to become a developer, then means you are going to every day you are going to handle with this arrays only. Okay. So let's say, can I say students? Maybe, yeah, I'll say students. Let's say we have a school and you are a teacher and you are going to take attendance. Like there's an attendance book is there. Now instead of this array, I'll say like a student 1 number is 101. Const, as of now I'm using const. Okay, student. Just try to understand what I'm doing, and if you don't also, it's fine, I'm going to explain it. Okay, don't worry. 102. Now what exactly I'm doing? I'm just writing that student 3 equals to 103. His roll number is nothing but I'm writing. Okay, so on until, let's say, in my class I have 100 students. Okay, let me make it here. Let's say there is a one classroom here and you are a teacher. Class here and students we have 100. Okay, now you need to take attendance that you need to take attendance of these students. Basically consider like you are a teacher. Okay, now you will say like how you going to write. Like you write like in JavaScript we'll write it here. Click on, let me copy it here. In fact, I can copy this also. See, like this way I can write it. Okay, so on. How much I need to wait until whatever the student counts are present here, until I need to write. Can I say like const student nth? Nth means nothing but 100th or whatever present. Okay, 10n. I'm putting as n number of students are present. If you see, I need to write doing the same thing. We are storing similar data only, but I need to write till here. Just go back to school life things. Okay, if you can remember the things like how they take the attendance. Can I say as a book, in that book where they simply take the numbers like attendance book, they write, teachers will write, simply write it in attendance book that okay 101 is present. Instead of writing this much, instead of creating, writing the names and all, they'll simply take the numbers, right? In the same way, can we say like instead of writing Const student 1 student 2 like that, can I say like 101 102 103 104 so on? Can I directly take this? Which one is the easy way? Dot 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 so on until the whatever the students present. Which one is the easy way? This one or this one? Second one, you only tell me. Let me write it here. This is the option 1, where you can manually write each student name with a roll number, and you need to create until whatever the 100. You will say like Ayaan, this is 100 only, we'll get. What if I say 1000? We are going to write like this? No, right? This is the array way. Array, nothing but we took a square bracket, means keep in mind that this is the array. Whatever the language it is it a Java, any language, syntax is same. Okay, so this is the option B. Which one is easy? This one, right? B option, right? So this is for this reason, like if you want to store a multiple data, blindly go with array, that's it. So let's do like this. This is how syntax looks with array. Students equals to 101 102. In fact, we can, as I said before, we can store the strings also, multiple data types in this here. Now 103 is absent here. Can I say false? I can. Now 104 is present in the school, like in the class, and 105 is also present. Now can I say 106 is absent? I can say false. See, which made me easy, this one, right? For these things we use array. Basically most of our 99%, I'm repeating, 99% we'll deal daily with arrays only, because we'll get large data in the array form. Okay, like this. In array object, nothing but there is a one more thing you need to know, don't get confused. We all know object, right? Let's say name of this particular student is Ayaan, and he's studying in class of some 12th. Okay, let's assume like that. This is the one object. Let me close it. There is a one more, there are multiple students are there. Now this person name is okay, as of now ignore the syntax. This person's name is John, and he's studying in 12th class, same like me. He's a classmate of mine. Let's take one more name of this other person's. John is done. Let's say Ram. Okay, Ram. And he's also same class. Nothing but consider like this is the attendance book. Okay. Now if you see here, what do we call exactly? This is a object. There is a multiple objects out there. So basically in real time, how you get the data means this is how you will get the data. Nothing but inside array. Nothing but. If you're confused like and suddenly what happened? Why exactly it looking like this? If we go back to revise the things, I said that geometry box, array is a geometry box. I said what things we can store, string, boolean, number, object. If you see object, right? Now can we go down? If you can able to see that nothing but what this content, it's content simply an objects, nothing. Can we say it as a array objects? Array, what does it contains? Objects. That's it, no need to get confused. Nothing but this is the array. Inside this array, what are the items it has? It's storing simply an objects, nothing. That's it, nothing else. Simply this person's object. So basically this is how you get the data. Okay, so in the further in React Native, once we start development the React Native, I'm going to show you that also, like how exactly data look like and how we are going to deal with it, how you are going to show the UI, everything. And also I hope you understood about arrays, right? What are arrays and how we use the array, what is about array objects. These are the things. Okay, so majority you will get the data from the APIs like this, in this syntax, in this format. Okay, nothing but. If you don't know about APIs also, it's fine. As of now, just leave that keyboard. Basically, in future you will get the data like this way. Whatever the company you go, this is the way you will get the data. That's it. Okay, now let's quickly jump into the let, const and var. Nothing but the jars. Where is this? Let me check. Yeah, here we go. As we have discussed, like let, const and var, these are basically variables, nothing but when, which one to use when. Okay, which to use at what time. Okay, these are the things we are going to learn about. So first thing, let's discuss about var. So as we all know, this is a one jar, but if you see now, we are not using this jar. But then you can ask me like why we are learning. No, this is a tricky thing where basically for this reason JavaScript developers introduced the new keywords. Previously we used to use the var only. Okay, let me put it here. So what it tells, like basically, so in this jar we can able to store whatever the elements. So storing wise, all three remain same. Okay, you can store anything in these things. Okay, var, let, const, variables, these jars, nothing but. What I mean to tell you is, but the way these behavior wise changes, right? Let's say if I take an example, like what exactly I mean is like if you take any two boys, okay, like a hands, body functionality, everything was same, like heart functionality, brain, everything was same. Okay, what changes? Behavior, the way they behave, the way their food habits, these changes, right? In the same way, consider like var, let, const. There are three persons are there. Three persons, the work they, like the storing they do is same functionality wise, but the way they behaves, it changes. Okay, now you got an idea, right? Perfect. Now what type of behavior this var do? Let's see. Um, so basically, we can store like var. Now I'm storing that number equals to let's take our previous example only, 101 roll number of that particular person. Let me make it much more easier. Roll number. Now okay, you said like suddenly you got teacher got remembered that hey, 101 is already used. New let's assume there's a new admission. Okay, new admission. This is the new admission student. New admission, and suddenly you remembered that okay, let's assume this is a new admission and this is a student book. Okay, in this student, teacher is adding the one more roll number, let's say 109. Okay, 109. Okay, then suddenly teacher remembered that hey, 109 was already occupied, there's one student is already available. Can we change this name? Yeah, we can change it. 110, 110, nothing but. So what exactly happened here? Nothing but previously you assigned some value to this, previously stored some value, nothing but. Can I say 109? Previously in this jar I have stored 109. Then again I change my mind that okay, for some reason I want to change this 109 to 110. I can change it using directly like a particular jar name, I can call it roll number, and I am directly assign that value to 110. Okay, perfect. Now let's discuss about let also. Then we'll come to the what was the weird behavior of this var. Okay, and one more thing, this is a function scope. What exactly this means, we'll discuss it in further also. Okay, in this video only we are going to discuss about these block scopes and all also. Okay, and one more thing, if you haven't liked this video, please like this video first. Okay, so let's discuss about the same behavior with let. Let. So what is the syntax of let? As usual, small let, can I say here we'll take a one more name, let number equals to 109. And one more thing you need to keep in mind that if you use let's say these 3 lines in the same file, then it will throw me an error that like hey Ayaan, like let me make it. Let's say if I put this like this, it will tell me like where and let it won't throw me an error even though this name is already reserved in key, like in the sense like you created one jar with the number of with the name of roll number, right, with where nothing but wait, let me paste it here. This jar name is roll number, and here what I did, this jar name is also I kept roll number only. Okay, let me make it small. Nothing but we all know that for jars we can put names also, right? For this jar I kept it as roll number, and what value I'm storing, item 110. Can I say for here also I'm storing 109 here, and can we change it to 110? Yes, we can change it in the same way. I'll say directly similar like where I'll say 110 or 111 also I can say. Let me change it here also. But you have a doubt, right? Like why we are is it allow, like in JavaScript can we use the same name, same jar name with multiple times? Can we use it? This where basically there are the few tricky ones I said, right? Where we have some tricky things. So for this it be so if you use let me show it here in fact, so that you will get an idea. 109 basically. And if I say like a roll number, now I am changing into 110. Now if I do console of this statement roll number, you will get an updated value. Previously we have assigned 109, now you will get 110. Basically we have updated that value. Okay, perfect. Now let's do the same thing here. Let with the let also, roll number equals to 109. In fact let's put it 110. Now I'm going to change it with 111. Console statement I kept it as the same only. Now if I print this, see it throws me some error that identifier roll number has already been declared. How come it declared? Because previously we have already used this roll number, and again we are using the same roll number to the let jar for this reason. Now let is like a strict kind of thing. Let will tell you like a JavaScript whenever you are going to create a put a name to the jar. Let's say to make it a much more easy way. Okay, you are name you are naming it something like okay, we'll take attendance book only, so it will be easy. Now you already gave roll number to the one student. Okay, we'll assume that student 1 you gave roll number that something 110. Okay, then again you are giving the same roll number to the other student. Then your principal is saying to the teacher, like you are a teacher. Okay, so principal is saying that how can you don't give same name to the other, same roll number to the other candidate, don't give that, because that roll number is already reserved by someone, other student, so you cannot give the same roll number to the other person. I hope you understood, right? Perfect. So but so let is like a strict kind of thing. Okay, it will tell you like, hey, you are already using that number, so you cannot assign to me. But what if I put a where? Let's run this. Now what happened with where? Suddenly it didn't give me warning also, directly told like run. So this is the issue with the where basically. It allows us to make mistakes in our code. For this reason only JavaScript introduced the let and const. Okay, it told if we use a where, it makes a weird behavior that it allows to reuse the names. Nothing but we can reuse these things. Okay, For this reason, JavaScript introduced the let and const. We haven't discussed about the const. Okay, we are going to do it now only, but just to make an idea. And one more thing, there's a few things goes with the same. So basically, let is a function scope. Sorry, block scope. What does exactly means? Let's see. Basically, let's say as of now, assume that there is a curly braces. We'll consider it as a block. Okay. Now if I do let number equals to 109, okay, if I try to access this num, let's see what exactly it will throws. Number is not defined. Why it throwed me error? Because we are accessing that value where we declared nothing but this block scope only. Now what does exactly this means? Block scope means, assume that this is a box. Inside box, I told that there is a one person. Can I say John? Okay, John is a one student who is hiding in this box. Okay. Now can I call the John? Can I find the John outside of the box? Now you tell me. Now I want to give some work to John outside of the box. How can I call? Because John is inside the box. I cannot call and I cannot give work to John, right? If I want to give work, I need to go to this box. I need to inside this box I need to assign the work to the John, that hey John, you are inside, give me I gave you one task, do that task. Then only John will know, right? Hey, okay, you gave me work, okay, I'll do it. Outside of the box, I cannot call John that hey John, where are you? Wherever you are, I don't know, you need to give the work. You cannot give the work to John, right? This is the same thing goes also. If you're still not able to bit confused, assume that there is one of your friends who stays in other city. Okay, let's say Bangalore. Let me write it here. Friend in Bangalore. Okay, now you are in Hyderabad. Now I need to call my friend. Can I instead of using a phone, basically instead of using a phone, how can I communicate to this person without phone? I cannot write using phone. Without using phone, I cannot write. But here where what will do, like here where behavior is like nothing but now let me make it where. Now you will tell me, will it throw an error? 109. See, now even if it should be accessible inside this only, right? This block only. We can able to find this person, your friend in Bangalore only. You cannot find that your friend in other cities, right? Like in Andhra Pradesh, whether you like Andhra Pradesh, you cannot find this your friend, right? So this is how the where tricky. So for this reason, in future we use a let and const only, okay, for coding things and all. I hope you understand. If you still need a better idea, just comment me down. I'll make a better idea and better explanation. I'll try to make it explain much more easier way by taking few more examples, okay. Whereas with the let, it's not possible. Let is like if I am in this block, you need to use me in this block only. Like if I do console of this now, and if I comment this, see 109. I can access this value, okay. In fact, I can reassign also. Num equals to 110. 10, let's say now, as of now, I've changed from 109 to 10. See 10. I'm able to access it. So this is the behavior of the var and let, and same goes with const is also same thing. Const is nothing but okay, let me take the use this example. So const is like this type of jar where what exactly it will tell is like whatever you want to store the items in this jar, store it, and I'm not going to change it for lifetime. This is it remains like that only. At that time we need to store, let's say Aadhaar number. Okay, we all know Aadhaar number, right? We cannot change it. Once it is assigned, it's assigned, that's it. And here I'm going to store some like this. Let's assume this is my Aadhaar number. Okay, can we change Aadhaar number I'm talking Aadhaar number, we cannot change, right? And it's like lifetime, it will be like that only, it will be like constant. For that time we use const. Okay, nothing but we cannot change it. If we change also, it will throw an error. Okay, same way let me change it like Aadhaar number, I'll say 123 basically. And if I try to change also, it will throw me an error that hey Aadhaar number, I need a fancy number instead of that weird one to like what are the existing thing. If I do like this, and if I do console of that Aadhaar number, you only see as of now on up I kept 123, right? Let me make it easy way to recall it, 987. Okay, reverse of that numbers I kept. Now if I print it, assignment to const variable, it's telling that hey Ayaan, like you created one jar, I'm okay with that. Okay, and you put it as a name of Aadhaar number. Okay, I'm okay with that. And you stored the value initially 123, and now you're changing to 987, which is not possible because you are using const jar. That means it is a constant for lifetime. That's it. If you want, you cannot reassign, you cannot change it. And one more thing, that similar like let this is also block scope. Now what does block scope means? Inside the block, now let's say const number equals to 123, and if I try to access this number, let me, okay, I already have a console statement, right? Let me make it uncomment. If I try to access this, it will throw me the same error. JavaScript tell me like hey number is, I don't know where exactly you stored this number, but I can access this number from here on top of this. Let me comment this again to see. Let me run it again. Yeah, 123, you can able to see the console statement. Okay, perfect. So we have cleared all three things. Let me make it revise the things in a much easy way. So basically where is the function scope, what does it means? In fact, one more thing you need to know that let's say where num equals to 10, and I need to access it before the initialization. We all know that JavaScript compiles in a line by line. What does this means? Let me write it here. Okay, there is a few lines here. So let's assume that this is a page. Okay, there is a one in books, there is a pages are there, right? Like this way there are lines are there, nothing but some person, let's say this is the exam paper. Okay, let me write it here. Exam paper here, and some student wrote something like answers. Okay, so how invigilator will evaluate the paper line by line, right? So first he will check the first line, first he will check the second line, first he check the third, 4, 5. Nothing but what exactly this means, he is going line by line. Let's come to our example. Can I say similar like a file? JS file, nothing but JavaScript file. What I mean is like, okay, JavaScript file. Can I say similar way code? I wrote a code like this, and how exactly JavaScript would marks it, evaluate, nothing but it will similar way, it will go line by line. Okay, for this reason only JavaScript is a single thread. Okay, nothing but it will compile the code line by line. Okay, first it will tell like, okay, I write this line, okay, let's store it in something. Next, later this, he's doing some task, let's do that like this way. Now if you see the example, let me make it num here. If you briefly observe this example, like console.log number, as a first what I told, basically JavaScript compile line by line. Okay, console.log of num. If I run this, it will give me undefined. Now what exactly this means? Number. So first let's JavaScript compile starts with this line, console.log of num. Hey num, basically console.log, what exactly functionality of console.log? It will basically print whatever you enter in this block, in these brackets. Okay, num, it doesn't know about the num, nothing but number, so it will simply give me, as I told, if it doesn't assign any value to the variable, it will simply give undefined because it doesn't know about that value. But if you see where num equals to 10, I have assigned the, created the jar, and I have stored the value of 10 in the below, nothing but it gave me undefined, but actually it should give me error, right? Because JavaScript doesn't know number. But what happens with the let's see. Straight away it gave me error. At first only it gave me error that, hey, I don't know about num, where you have initiated this thing. So basically what happens with var is like, so initially in the file, JS file, whatever the var you created jars, it will go on top first, nothing but even if the variable you created at here, let's say, what I mean is like var number equals to 2, you put here, okay, 3, nothing but, okay. There are some coding lines are there. Let's say as of now, let's imagine this is some coding lines are there, some code we wrote for something for our logic, okay, some code we wrote here. At first right away I am doing console.log num, okay. Now JavaScript, how it will compiles, like first it will check scan kind of thing, you can check, we can tell like, okay, so in JavaScript first it will check for is there any variable where jars are there. If it is there, nothing but JS will assume that JS has some higher priority gives to var, okay, nothing but, okay. So if it find any word with the var, straight away it will assume that, okay, it will go on top. Nothing but this concept is called as hoisting, okay. Let me write it here, in fact, hoisting, and I'm not going to explain it in much detail way, because some may consider like it may what do we call complicated topic, or it will make you difficult. It's fine. So we'll we'll discuss about this hoisting and all also, okay. And this is an important concept for interviews and all. Let me make it a spelling type correct. Hoisting. So what exactly it will do, if it in JavaScript file, if it find any variable name with var, straight away it will consider like, okay, this person, it will consider like this way, var num equals to undefined. It will create like this. It won't assign, it won't store the value, okay. It will simply create a jar with a number, whatever the name you put here, nothing but it will simply create the jar, and it will put it as empty only. So that's the behavior of the var. Whereas let and const, it won't do that. Whereas let or const, let me write it here, same way, JS file, this time we have used let me paste it here. And same way we have code here, some code we wrote, okay. And same way this is for let or const, both, okay. I'm talking about let num equals to 10, Now JavaScript is bit biased, okay? It's okay. JavaScript is nothing but we'll consider like JavaScript is friend with the var, not with let and const. Okay, we'll assume like that. And this behavior for both let and const, okay? As of now, I've initiated with let number equals to 10. So straight away JavaScript will check is there any where my friend is there in this file. No, it's not there. Okay, we'll go as a strict mode. Okay, now it will check like console.log first line num. What does this num? I don't know. Reject. Straight away it will throw an error. Whereas JavaScript, is there any where is there? Where is there? Okay, he is my friend. We'll ignore that. Okay, it won't store the any value, but it won't throw any error also. For this reason, we use let and const only. Okay. Now what exactly this hosting means? Nothing but this is the concept. Like if you whatever the variables you declared, it will go on top of the Java file. Okay, that's the thing. I hope you understood about let. I hope you understood about const. I hope you understood about var. What does these are the things? And in our JavaScript file, we are going to use let and const only. Why we use? I have already explained these things. Because of the weird behavior of the var. Then why we have discussed about var? In interviews and all, they'll ask you the var because the tricky, as I said before, var behaves as a tricky person. For this reason, it will make you confused for this reason. So I hope you understood video. If you haven't, just comment me down that where you got confused. Okay, so I'll make a video on that, separate video, and I'll try to make it much more easier. And if you haven't subscribed my channel yet, please do subscribe. Follow for more videos on React Native. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye now.